Sony's refunding Cyberpunk because people were complaining too much. I think that's putting a bit more of a generalization on it. There's a lot of people complaining about Cyberpunk for very different reasons, like glitches and bugs are one thing. But people are specifically complaining about false marketing or withholding the PS4 and Xbox One versions of the game and not showing any footage of them until the game came out. And then people found out what a mess those versions of the game were. And even Cyberpunk themselves have now admitted to that today. And we're like, we're sorry for withholding it from you. If you want a refund, you can get it. Because it's I think they're refunding anybody's copy of the game now if they wanted it. They wanted it out before Christmas. They wanted to get those Christmas sales. They got a huge amount of them. They'll probably make the money off the game anyway, but they should have just delayed it another year. I know it was a meme to do that and to just... Because it's one thing to talk about the depth of the game. Some people are upset that it's not as deep as they had originally advertised. And I get it. Developing such a huge game with so many intricacies in it, it's a hard thing to do. And I don't think I would have cared too much about having it be a little more linear and not being too RPG for my liking, because it still would have been fun. It would have been a nice little romp to go through. But it's the bugs and the glitches and everything that are kind of pulling people out of the game constantly. And if they just took another year to tighten that stuff up and really just not grind their employees into the ground to do it. But it's a big company and there's investors and shareholders and people just want the game out for Christmas to make the sales on it. And like nobody who works on the game wants the game to come out in this state. Like anybody who makes something doesn't want it to come out incomplete. So it's unfortunate. Such a hugely hyped game that was never going to meet the hype, but still fell short of even some people's lower expectations. I'm still enjoying it. I'm still having fun with the game. Because I just didn't really have too high expectations for it anyway. I just like the city. I like driving around in it. I like the aesthetic of the game. I don't really care too much about the characters or the story, but I can definitely see if you're into that and you really wanted to enjoy it heavily and you were super hyped about it, then it's going to let you down. I think the bugs have led to some of the funnier moments that we've been playing it. And the repeated... Oh, the red light died? No. Some of the repeated lines in the game have been funny. And the kids and everything in the game, so... I'm still enjoying what I got out of it. Yeah, the battery and the light was... I got new lights. But they need to be charged. And they were on all day yesterday. So... Whatevs. Now we're just blue in the background.